Racing last weekend, a lot of good stuff happening in the area. We're keeping our fingers crossed for this coming weekend. One of the guys who had a great night on Saturday is Tim Fuller. He'll be heading, of course, into the Dirt Hall of Fame coming up here in July. He started outside pole, got the win at Fonda. Tim Fuller doing some work at the shop, taking a couple of minutes off here on the day with us on Wednesday. Tim, how we doing, first of all?
Good.
What are we working on? I could hear a lot of stuff going on in the background when I called you. What are we working on today?
Just doing a set of headers for the small block car. Just piecing them together.
Oh, you make your own headers? I didn't realize that.
No, I don't. They don't come all assembled and welded.
Oh, they don't? I guess I just thought they did. Oh, okay.
No.
Big job, little job?
It's a little job. Just time consuming.
Okay. And we'll use those headers on Friday at Can-Am if everything works out, right?
Yeah.
So tell me about the race on Saturday. Started outside of David Schilling. He got away, but you caught him.
I did not start on the outside of David Schilling. I started on the outside of someone. I don't know who it was. Schilling started third. So, I was third coming out of backstretch, and then got by the guy in second. And I don't know. I think I passed Schilling with a lap later or 2 laps later. I don't know.
Okay.
It all blends together.
How was it? How was the track? How was the race car?
The track was about as good as it can get for a daytime race. The car was obviously good enough to do it, and that was it.
Okay. What was going through your mind when you're up front? Because I heard of some of the guys that were back behind you there. Were you concentrated on just what you were doing, or were you thinking, is anybody coming catching me, or what?
The car was good enough. I didn't think anybody was going to pass me under green, but I had plenty of restarts, and I actually thought that, I didn't know whether the bottom or the top. There was still some traction on the top and a little bit on the bottom, and I just kept picking the bottom, and it seemed to work out. So, it was none of them things that you don't know until you do it.
Mm-hmm. No lap traffic to deal with then with all the yellows?
There was some lap traffic. There was a few cars. I mean, the cautions felt pretty good.
Right, when you were just about ready to catch them, a lot of times the caution would come out then.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think the most I'd pass was 3 or 4 cars, and the caution would come out, and then you'd catch them and maybe pass one, and caution would come out. And there was a lot of cautions.
When I think about you and I think about tracks that you have a lot of wins at, I don't think necessarily about Fonda. Am I right, or have we won a lot of races at Fonda?
No, I don't have a lot of wins. I mean, I think I ran there 2 full seasons, I think, and that was it. And the rest of it was just hit or miss, one a year or whatever. A lot of years I never went there. So
that's what I thought.
No, I don't run. I didn't run there much.
Any idea how long it's been since you've been in Victory Lane at Fonda, if you took a guess?
Yeah, the last jumping jack race in 2018.
Oh, that recently. Okay, so 5 years ago was the last one.
Yep.
So, were you thinking about that at all when you pulled into the place?
No, you don't think about that stuff. I mean, come on, there's so many people that are capable of winning. You don't think about it, and it just works out that I got a good draw for the heat race and a better draw for the feature, and it comes down to the draws. If you don't have a good draw, just like there was fast cars that started in the back, that if they'd have started in the front, they'd have won. It's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Always nice to win in April, though, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, that definitely helps. That was the first race of the year, and with everything raining out, that's good. It's always good to get a win. It doesn't matter when it is.
Okay. Well, I guess I thought I've talked to enough of you guys to know that if it gets to be July and August and we haven't won yet, that can be an issue. So I guess I was thinking that way. At least we've got the win out of the way. Is there something to that?
Well, no. Hey, listen, I can still go winless until July. Nobody wants to, but it was a big race. It was a big race just because of who it was for.
Yeah.
And I obviously do it for the paycheck. So it was just good. It was a good race all the way around. You beat the rain.
Yeah, that was the big thing, too. Did it rain on the way home? Did you drive through rain on the way back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about 10 miles from the track.
Oh, really? It was that close?
And it rained all the way home, yeah. Yep.
Right.
So it just worked out good.
Find a place for that check you got in Victory Lane yet? Is that up in the shop?
It's up in the shop, yes.
Very nice. Always nice to
Yep.
get those. It's a
Very
nice little memento. And
Yep.
I'm sure when you look at each one of those checks you've got up, you remember each one of those days, don't you?
I remember the majority of them, yes. But, yeah, it's one of the cooler ones, you know, picture of Jack on it and everything. It was one of the nicer ones.
I
No
would imagine
question.
it was. So, well, I'll let you go and get back to working on the headers. Tim, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you very much. So, Tim Fuller hoping for Can-Am on Friday. We'll see what Mother Nature has in store, and hopefully we'll be racing this weekend. Hit the Blue E, subscribe, all that cool stuff. We'll have more later in the week.